for me in particular, we don't use OKR.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately thought this is great and something that I need to introduce into Practically Perfect PA. And I think there'll be assistants saying the same thing. So is there any words of wisdom that you can give for our attendees who are thinking, well, my organization needs to start using OKRs?
Well, I think what really works is to set one yourself and see how that goes. That's also how they started the WeTransfer, just a team to start using them. And we're like, look, this really works for us. Secondly, if you want to learn a bit more, I've got this book. It's not my book, by the way. It's not mine. It's called Radical Focus. It's really thin. It's like a great story about a startup using OKRs. And it's a really fun way to kind of learn how to actually do it. So I think if you're really interested, that's a great place to start. It's called Radical Focus by Christina Wodtke. And it's a good read.
Well, you spoke about OKRs being achievable. I guess like any goal, isn't it? Being achievable depends a lot on you. But I just wanted to kind of bring that into focus a little bit more and ask you how maybe in WeTransfer you ensure that firstly everybody is on page with the OKRs and that they're aligning their OKRs with the work that they do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. So aligning OKRs is like you don't have to cover all of your work. Think about it more as like an OKR is like a focus point for you. So it's like an anchor. So the sheet you're updating every week, that doesn't need to be represented in your OKRs. It's more like we need to change the whole way we make that sheet for the next 3 months, and it's a really big thing. That's an OKR. So that's how you do it, and how you align it is you publish all the OKRs, and you also talk to people. Like if you need help from someone else, the team, say for the executive, you talk. You go like, I'm planning on doing this OKR. Can you help me? Do you have the time? That sort of stuff in a larger organization.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's often that communication piece that we lose sight of, isn't it? It's the understanding the strategy of the business, and it's something I talk about a lot. Understanding the strategy of the business quite often starts from listening to people and talking and and understanding the bigger picture of what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I think you're saying the same there with OKRs. It's a similar process, just starting to understand the bigger picture and what everybody else is doing in the organization.
Yeah, I think what's really great also because I was also thinking like, how is this also relevant to executive assistants? And I think it's a really good way to start to like get yourself interested and on board with stuff like strategy, because from the OKRs, a lot of other stuff will become clearer. So that's really the advice I'm trying to give is like, sure, the fact that you want to add 100,000 subscribers, maybe not super relevant, but to that meeting that you're in, and they're discussing which strategies we'll use to get there. That's like, you can go, oh, I know why. And I think that might be a really nice way to get stuck in.
Yeah, we've got a question from Michelle whose company does use OKRs. They are OKR driven. And she said the North Star OKR is increased revenue by a certain percent. As an EA, how do I align what I do to support the CEO with the North Star OKR?
Yeah. So I think in certain ways, it's really quite useful to prioritize. Like OKR is also about prioritizing. What are you not doing? And of course, for an executive, that's super important. What are you doing and what are you not doing? When you are planning their agenda and people are like requesting time, then that's where you can really use that thing. Or for instance, if you're helping them bounce ideas off of like, should I go to this thing next week? You can go, is that really aligning to your OKRs or not? And I think that's a really nice way of helping out.
Yeah, I think just to pause on that point, because I think that's so important. We often talk about asking your boss questions and being curious. I think one of those questions to constantly ask them is, what are you not doing? Because they know what they're not doing, don't they? For sure, they know what they're not doing. So that's absolutely a great thing to ask on a regular basis. I did want to ask if there were any more resources that you have or that you can share with our attendees today for anybody that wants to get started. I know you just mentioned the book there, but if there's anything else you could suggest?
Yeah, well, there's some good resources on YouTube that really work. And there's Google has like free guides and like a long talk on how they do it on their company. So if you're in a bit of a bigger company, like that's a real good place to start. Google like makes those, I think it's called Work with Google or Work RE Google. They do it well.